Hi, today we'll be showing you how to replace the light fixtures on an RA-18L range hood. But before doing so, make sure that you cut the power to the unit, just in case so we don't cause any injuries or anything like that. So make sure that there's no power going to the unit, as we're actually going to be removing this panel, which has the turbines and the electrical components. So once we make sure that there's no power going to the unit, we can continue to removing this actual bottom plate here. And we're going to do so by removing 6 screws, which are located on the left. You got one right here, one right here. So that's 1, 2, and you have another 2 in the middle, here and here, top and bottom, and another 2 on the right, top and bottom. Once we get those screws out, you're going to want to make sure that you're holding on to this plate yourself. So make sure that you have someone to help you. So as you're removing the last screw, this bottom panel just doesn't drop on you. And also depending on if these oil cups are clean or not, you can opt to leave them on or take them off if they're dirty, as you don't want any oil to spill out of here. So make sure if this is clean, then you can go ahead and leave it on. If not, then take them off and continue with the process to remove the screws. In this segment, we'll be showing you how to gain access to the control panel. And since we're actually going to be dealing with the electrical components in the range hood and also the turbine fans, please make sure that all power is cut to the unit when dealing with any electrical components on the range hood. So once we verify that the electrical components have been, no power is going to the unit, then we're going to go ahead and remove 6 screws that are holding this panel in place. And as you can see, there's going to be 2 on the outer side, and then 2 in the middle, and same goes for the other side. Total of 6 screws. Once we have those all removed, then we can remove this bottom panel. And also, please be sure that there's a turbine cover that's sitting on the inside. But as this is a demo, the actual unit is upright, so they're actually still going to be on, but they're actually going to come down with the panel when you remove it, since the unit is going to be facing downward. So we're going to go ahead and grab a hold right here, remove the panels, and as you can see, this turbine cover is still on. But like I said, once you do it, once the unit is installed, these will come right off and they'll actually be sitting on top of the panel itself. So let's go ahead and get those off. And now we actually have access to the control panels, which is right here, being held by 4 screws. 2 that are sitting at the top, 1 and 2, and 2 here that are actually connecting the plate to the motor housing chamber, 1 and 2. So let's get these 4 screws removed, and we'll be able to gain access to the connectors and the control panel. In this segment, we're actually going to go ahead and be removing the control switch from an RA-18L range hood. As you can see, we have already gained access to the control panel. Now, the actual switch itself is actually being held in place by 2 screws with 2 lock nuts in the back. So you got 1 and 2. And the actual locking mechanism looks just like this. So what we're going to do is, you're actually going to use a quarter inch socket to loosen up the lock nut that's sitting on the back on the inside. You may need to use an extension depending on how tight the actual screw is. But once you get those out, then you can simply push on the back of the screw, which will pop them out. You'll take those out and then remove the control switch and follow the wiring for the control switch, which is this cable right here. You can simply just unclip it, and here's the main connector for the control switch, and it'll come right out.